Right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh and very good afternoon. Guys, I think you are out there somewhere in the carnival of entrepreneurship this week. Thanks, No, for contacting me, and I think it's better for us to, to do it and recorded online recorded, I would say, recorded lecture, since you are very busy as a life as student, never stops working and never stop selling and whatever you are doing. Okay, so this week, I would like to share a bit of, um, some sort like snapshots of my experience regarding. I think it is related to this topic that we're going to discuss about green innovation. While you are listening to me, kindly you know um, scan the QR code. Okay. Today is Monday, as you are aware. On Saturday, I went to by 7 p.m. I arrived in Tasik Banding, in just shy of 40 kilometers from Greek. And I think you know that Tasik Banding is a huge man-made lake that the main, I would say that the main object, the main um establishment there is to generate a hydroelectric. Hydroelectric. However, I was there with a bunch of people, around, with 15 to 20 people there, in coming from various institution, universities like UTM, AIMS, and few others, that we converge there to discuss a project, execution of project for biodiversity. Biodiversity. So my part is actually to evaluate and give a value to this biodiversity. So I've been hearing about what we call it experts in biodiversity, fish, flora, fauna, and some what we call it a natural life study. So they are very keen in getting sample. Meanwhile, from that sampling, I mean, for example, one of the exercises is to look at a new source of groundwater in Tasik Banding. I know Tasik is a lot of, I mean, definitely a vast area covered by water, but more likely we also keen to have like information about groundwater there. Okay, that's the first one. The second is about this all these fauna, all these creatures, fish, insects, and also flora, including these fungi, kulat and everything. So my task is to get this information from the other researchers and give value to it. More importantly, the exercise of from my project is we're going to extrapolate it into getting some sort of value for the rainforest, for the bloom rainforest. So this is very important insight for us to match values of this biodiversity, because before this, most of the parties in this, what we call it, green something, is more practice, what we call it a willing to pay, WTP, willing to pay approach. So that means if you want to contribute to the conservation activities, you are paying some sort of financial value that not being substantiated thoroughly. So there is a willingness for you to contribute 10 ringgit, 20 ringgit, or 50 ringgit, but you don't know actually the 50 ringgit how much is valued at this biodiversity level. So yeah, please bear with me, because perhaps a year from now we're going to have, or six, by January or February next year, we're going to have this what we call it uh, preliminary result. Preliminary result. Okay, guys. Today I want to talk about green innovation. So the objectives of this chapter is to give you understanding about the nature of green innovation. What it means by green innovation, analyze the origin, the concept of green innovation, categorize the various forms that green innovation can take, and also analyze factors that drive green innovation in our life. And last but not least, the second last is to analyze the barriers that deter adoption and diffusion of green innovation. And also evaluate the business strategy that can be employed when launching the green innovation. Okay. Okay. So types of green innovation. This is types of approach towards green innovation. It could be you try to innovate a component, or you can improve subsystem, or you do it based on modular. So it's a pieces, or what we call it, a chunk pieces of innovation that you try to innovate certain parts or certain phase of innovation within the work process of designated designated practices that you would like to do. And also it could be from your system as well. So system is I'm supposed to be a larger component of something in which um, you try to enhance it. Yeah. Okay. The terminology of green innovation, you can see there's a trend and pattern how people see this green innovation all about. Is either eco innovation, ecological innovation, environmental innovation, or sustainable innovation, and last but not least is the green innovation. So eco innovation, it might be you are involved in eco-friendly business activities or business process or manufacturing steps that less harmful to the environment. Whereby environmental innovation is more likely you going to address what is outside there, then you try to solve it in terms of the pollution and in terms of other means of pollution, not unnecessary water, but it could be coming from air, coming from earth, or something else, whereby sustainable innovation is more likely to make certain products better. And this include what we call it the concern of public towards the utilization or the impact of the product or services towards the environment, and also towards, more importantly, towards the customer themselves. And meanwhile, green innovation is totally new approach that people take on innovation to produce something good to the environment. So proceed with, this is what we call it Porter hypothesis, whereby Professor Michael Porter hypothesizes that at a certain point of time, businesses will make a U-turn decision but includes environment in the equation for their profitability. So here it says that environmental regulation represent a positive opportunity for innovation because it would be induced firm to innovate in order to reduce the cost of compliance and production. So that means is once we install this what we call it the regulatory framework, uh, the Michael Porter hypothesis explained that the main motivation of the industry to engage with green innovation or eco-friendly activities due to the fact they are deemed to hear and follow a government regulation and also production standard. This is a bit a general understanding whereby if you look at it, you can see that certain activities are meant not necessarily for cost cutting. You know, it's not mainly for cost cutting, but it means for reputation of meeting up a certain standard. When the companies are able to meet up the standard, so you are able to something like getting the rewards and all that. So this is what we call it green types of green innovation. Uh, on the left side, you can see that is a positive impact of redesigning the innovation activities and negative impact of minimization. On there's a y-axis. The x-axis, you can see how things changes from incremental to a radical system. Okay, as you know that a radical is something new, is a totally new. I beg your pardon. It's totally new on the fact that they are uh, secure some funding from the any agency. And that is the radical. While incremental changes in the system, you are unable to detect it because it's only a slight improvement of the product. For example, improvement in terms of um, some sort like uh, certain design that's been discounted and all that. Yeah. So for moving forward, it's basically a percentage of UK material recycled. You can see paper, steel, or glass. Yeah, glass is the most recycled material in developed country because I think they produce a lot of glass as well. And next by paper, okay, and third is plastic, fourth is steel, and fifth is no fifth is aluminum. Okay, so this is where you can see that we must utilize as entrepreneur. We must see this is must be abandoned, and more likely how you're going to utilize this material for any sort of business processes. So drivers of green innovation, basically why people are motivated or why people are keen to move on with this green innovation due to the fact there is a technology push, regulatory push, and also market pull. For technology push, you can see that they want to be in this green innovation or green or eco innovation due to the fact that they need to produce quality material, quality material efficiency, energy efficiency, and product palette. Okay, so that is a technology push whereby you have something to offer that improve the product quality, increase the material efficiency, and also be frugal in your energy consumption. So something is happening there whereby a lot of the new discovery helps them to do that. For example, some this engineering firm, they are really engaged with this innovation type of activities in order to save some money. The second thing is about the regulatory push. That means the regulatory bodies, including the government and the government agencies, are really keen to have a green eco innovation index level. So it is compulsory for regulatory to introduce or to impart understanding about technology push. Okay, so technology regulatory push, that means the standard, the existing environment and the legislation requires the parties, the seller and the buyers to be in this innovation horizon, green innovation horizon. So, for example, in Australia, the regulatory push is put on every single recycled bottle must be paid 5 cents from anyone that collected that. So you can just imagine that this jobs has to offer, and it is at the moment the best scheme available. Next is the what we call the market pool, where you can see the demand of this public in order to get this green innovation done. Technology push, okay, technological advances associated with material efficiency, energy efficiency, and improved product quality. And market pool associated with groups of consumer such as green analysts or trend setter. Okay. Meanwhile, the regulatory push is about the command and control of the instrument, mandatory requirement regarding the environment and standard, and market-based instrument. Okay, this is very important insight as well. The barrier to green innovation, the double hurdle is technological externality, the problem of appropriability. That means if you want to go for innovation, green innovation, you must be prepared with a material and also machines that help you to do it. Otherwise, you are unable to do it. Okay. Environmental externalities such as attribute potential or social polluter does not play a role. So this type of barrier, technological barrier, economic barrier, technological barrier, and institutional barrier. Okay. Strategy for green innovation. It must be a niche strategy. For example, Volvo bus. So it's very specific, whereby you can acknowledge that Volvo is tackling this heavy vehicles market in order to make a green. Endorsement strategy. For example, that Hollywood and like endorsement strategy is like some people that are willing to say this is a good product or good green approach. Okay, is some sort like Hollywood and also Toyota Prius. Next is the what we call the partnership. Okay, so that they are able to do it based on a synergy created in the from the partnership. Okay, so I think that's all for green innovation. I will continue with national system of innovation. Till then, thank you very much.